how's it going? Welcome to the Mr. Huxley channel. Some of you might remember my voice from a few years back when I tried to get my message across and show you the inner workings of what's going on here. But we really got to have a talk. And this is mainly going out to these people that like to put their avatar and put it next to the word truth or whatever. I'm showing you this document here. This is the Naval War College, you guys. Okay, now I may go through this in another video, but I just wanted to show you this this screen here as I use this for a backdrop. This document was written before the Smith Modernization Act, and so some of the stuff in this document here no longer applies. They just got rid of some stuff, and they made it a whole hell of a lot easier to use what's called e-psyops. So mainly the reason I'm doing this video is because you know, I see this word truth just flying everywhere. Okay. It's not like that because we're awakening people. That's not how this works. Okay. They would love for you to regurgitate news and rewrap it and repackage it under your avatar name and float it out there and tell people that it's the truth. Okay, so I've been sitting in kind of my Hangouts classroom with a couple other guys for a couple years now, and all we do is discuss what we see. If you go outside, take a break from the internet, you go look around, the world's totally different than what you see on the internet. It's like that by design. I don't think these people are getting it. You know, they ran the Q-ops, which by appearance looks like it's still alive and well. You know, this whole idea of what people are claiming to be the truth is not correct whatsoever at all. It's opinion based. They call it the truth because that is their perception. Okay, we need to understand that. And perception is related to frequencies, I believe. The higher the frequency, the better the perception. And I think that when you take a look around on the internet, everything right now is low vibration. Okay. My biggest issue is through all the channels and the videos and the talking to people, I showed up with a message and I meant it 100%. Because I was born before the internet. I watched the inception of the internet. I watched what was behind it. The first uploaded videos were everything challenging religion, challenging your God, such as aliens, the Mothman, things like this. Psychological operation, do you get it? Most of those videos came from China, and it was dial-up, long-distance charges. My internet bill for the day one day was $500, and I got nothing done because it was so slow. But I saw what I saw. You know, originally this was a communication device for the military, so it was encrypted. They couldn't decode their communications. Things like old school stuff like smoke signals or fucking Morse code. You know, I really am having a sour taste in my mouth. You know, and I'm hoping that maybe I can continue this channel and I can kind of give you a comprehensive view into some stuff behind the scenes so you know how this operates. Okay, because a lot of people they've just gone off the deep end, and it's no different. Alternative media or mainstream media, it's all the same disastrous lying to me. It's all bullshit. You know, not to mention Fox News, run by the U.S. Navy. It's listed under psychology medias because that was their old way of delivering their psychological operations message. You know, I try to take it easy on people that are delivering this truth message, because the outcome to this is going to be close to the same. But I don't think that the audience, I don't think the people that you are supposedly waking up in this, what I call the awakening, this is all planned out and it's done on purpose. And I think that, you know, the possibility of a day coming where people are going to suffer could possibly arise. I don't care how many off-grid channels you look at. I don't care how many prepper channels you look at. I don't care how many political channels you look at. I really don't care. I don't have any faith in our militias, or any group for that matter. I don't have faith in them. I don't think they're going to make the cut. And the reason why I say this is because I dropped everything. I'm out in the bush, okay? I don't even have running water. Can't even run an AC. And this is difficult. What I'm doing with my life right now is very, very, very hard. And I don't think that a lot of these people that are in this bunch of awakeners are going to make it. I really don't. I don't see it. I don't see it. We're divided. We can't come together for any reason whatsoever at all. Everybody wants to argue black versus white, red versus blue. They got you. They have got you. There's also too many people in the world that are falling for these political ops. And what are they going to do? They're going to go to the voting booth, get their data collected, and then what? Another goon is just going to replace the other side. Look, I've watched it since Reagan. I've been paying attention to the politics since Reagan. And it's the same old song. The same old song. Every election, same old song. And when you look at the root of these people, and hopefully like down the road here, if this channel doesn't get dicked by YouTube again, like all my other channels do. Like, I can't even write comments most of the time. They disappear. Because there's things that you can't talk about. You know, and maybe if I don't say it verbally, but someone like this with the U.S. Navy War College, if they wrote it, maybe it'll slide through. Maybe, maybe not. YouTube's not going to like it, because I know the operation behind this stuff. You know, we've gone off the deep end, folks, and I think that the social media programming is making people behave in a manner which is mind control. Mind control 101. Making an individual do something that he wouldn't do normally under his own thinking processes. That's where we're at. That's exactly where we're at, and there's no denying that. I think social media, there's a side effect to mental illness. You know, and I think that's why a lot of these people just use social media. They're not outside talking to people. You know, going door to door. You can't talk that. You can't knock on someone's door and start talking some Pizzagate crazy talk. Right? You're only going to get those people to listen on the internet. I have met some in real life that really believe that garbage. But anyway, that's a different story for a different video. What I'm showing here, and sorry if the text is kind of small. I'm just going to keep scrolling as I talk. But, and you could read while you listen to my voice, but this has become disheartening. It's become disgusting. People directing traffic from one platform to another. And you go to those platforms, it's the same old thing. Shadow banning, you know. You can't just post a video and then people see it. It doesn't work that way. You got to be a part of the club. You look at the owners of these platforms. Look, just give it a shot. Use your head. Go to your little browser tool. Hopefully you're using an anonymous one. Hopefully you're using security nowadays, because data collection is really high right now. Everybody wants to buy, sell your data, find out your location. They want to know where the guns are at. They want to know this and that and the third, right? But go ahead and look up the owners of Rumble. Okay? And if you truly understand, or if you think you understand, the message being delivered with Russia, Ukraine, Nazi, the Jews, go look up the owners of Rumble. It's contradictory. Okay? They're playing both sides. You have a Ukrainian Jew that is paying Russian television to upload to their site. And it's democratic. I don't remember it word for word. But it's a shit show. You know, I don't know what to tell you about delivering the message over the internet anymore. It's just not working. It's not making the cut. This whole fakening, because that's what it is. Okay? Way back when, in my younger years, when we were really doing damage, they flipped out. And so now you have platforms full of people. They look like us. They talk like us. They act like us. They use the same words. And this was part of the point of a lot of the data collection, was to train people on how to behave in such a manner. Now, I'm not expecting a bunch of views out of my videos. You know why? Because the owners of these platforms do not like my topics, because it exposes them. It exposes our military. It exposes our government. And this isn't taking a Sleepy Joe screenshot and throwing. They would love for more than they love that stuff. They love putting that up there. The Sleepy Joe, the retardation, the blah blah blah, the Trump's a terrorist. You know, they love that stuff. That's not the truth. That is not the truth whatsoever at all. And let's say I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and call it the truth. It's not the truth we fucking need. Okay? You guys need to understand that. There's a lot of you guys that I see on the internet that I know you've only been doing this for a year, but yet you got all the facts. And I hear a repeat of these new facts. It's just a different face. But the information came from shills that were exposed years and years and years ago. I don't think most of the people get it. I'm going to tell you, I've been up and down the internet. I've used Tor networks. I've done a lot of stuff. I spend enough time on the internet to where my eyes burn. And in total, I think I have communications with maybe 5 people that are actually at a level to where I could trust that I don't have to necessarily dig into the information they show me anymore, because they have a 99% or a 90, I'd say 90% success rate on the information that they give me. I have all of my documents like this scanned to make sure that they're not rewrites or malicious. This just happens to be a document that I found sitting in my drive that I never got to on my last channels. And you know, hey, if you'd like access to the link to these, or if you just want to go through it, we could figure something out if you want down the road. But really, I'm not really here to engage with many people, because the groupthink idea doesn't work. Lands you in a wreck. I really wish you guys can get a grip on what's happening. At this point, it's a runaway train. There's really nothing we could do. The damage has been done. You understand? The damage has already been done. I just hope that you guys are really ready to hang out for the duration. You know, drug abuse, alcoholism, domestic violence, suicide is at an all-time high. Since the coronavirus, to me, in my view, the depopulation agenda exists. It is real, and it is running. It's live right now. I don't see many people talking about it. I don't. You get Black Lives Matter pointing out the cops for being racist when the stats are police kill more mentally ill white people than anybody else on the planet. But the media wants to show you otherwise, and these groups want to point the finger when that's not really what's happening. You know, I think that a lot of you are astray, and I think that there's a lot of people out there that have jumped the gun and want to speak on stuff when they barely know what they're talking about. All they're doing is repeating the words of another shill to lead you astray. You know, this is what they want, is division. And I'd like to be able to say it ain't going to happen on my watch, but there ain't nothing I could do. You know, I want this channel to be a little bit of an educational thing, like the several others that have been deleted. I don't choose sides. I don't do politics. Okay, I don't see any way voting helps. No, none of that. This is this is, in my view, this is the apocalypse. Okay, this is a ride or die situation. Every man for himself. There is nobody coming to save you. You know, I live my life on rationing food because of the prices. Can't even go to work because I have to pay to work over fuel prices. I'd rather just, you know, make my own way here and there, just enough to pay my bills. Survive on rations until this all blows over. There's a lot of people out there that are in the trenches. They're mentally, spiritually down in the dirt right now, and nobody wants to talk about that. They want to tell you stupid comedies like Sleepy Joe. It's just keeping your mind occupied, not looking at the world's real problems. I'd like for people to understand that this internet is not a tool. It is a weapon. And this document here kind of proves that. They rewrote the Smith-Mundt Modernization Act to send this full throttle, this document, what's written in here, to send it full throttle, to completely warp your mind. Want people to understand that these devices in your hand is a digital leaflet on demand. And if you've researched This word here, right there in the middle, if you look into that word, and I'll show you a pretty good website on how it talks about TikTok. Clearly says it in the website. It's a PSYOP website. Clearly talks about TikTok being a weapon. It's all there. Quit listening to the shills. Do your own digging. Make sure you have security. Change your security settings every once in a while. In those security settings, cover your footprints. Switch locations. You know, there's a couple of us out here that have been there and done this, and it's exhausting. And now that some of the real people, you know, not the Russell Brands, the Redacteds, the Joe Rogans, you might want to throw that out. These people are actors. They're not real, okay? They're not real. Really try to figure out the tools you need to use in order to get it done. Start typing some stuff in on a browser, preferably that's not Google, right? Like, I don't know if I want to teach you how to do it here, but there are some resources out there that you could find on how to anonymize what you're doing. And if you want to take a message like this and you go and you learn some stuff, and later on down the road you want to deliver a message, don't show your face, man. That is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of. People like me, we don't show our face. You know, there's people on the little group of 5 that I trust, they still haven't seen my face. And that's the way it's got to be. That's my rule of thumb right off the bat. I'm not, because no, I'm not. Anybody willing to show their face isn't doing their job correctly. That's what I know. Because, and I'm telling you this from personal experience, they will find a way to try to come after you. And if you show your face and you done piss them off, you're done. You're done. See, they can only challenge me by electronic harassment and phone calls on phones that didn't even have service, things like that, which is kind of creepy. But I'm telling you what, these people aren't telling you the truth. Very little of it. And if it is, you know, and let's say it is truth, it's not the truth you need. You need to understand the weapon that is being used against you. This is a mind control network, point blank. I don't know what else to tell you. So I really don't know how much more time I want to put into this video here. And I probably should have done this as my first video, but you know, this is just for people to understand that you're not dealing with a tool. Okay? I don't even know how far I'm going to take this. You know, I really don't. I don't know what's going to come of it. And really at this point, you know, this is my last ditch effort to try to explain some things. But you know, and also because I'm so far in the brush, got nothing to do. I'm not working. You know, using it as maybe a little bit of educational hobby for the people. And you know, hopefully you enjoy the channel. You know, and so I'm going to close out this video. And you know, you want to come up in here, troll away. You know, you want to hit up my comment section and troll away, go ahead. You know, or whatever you got to do. You know, and if you want to chat and learn some stuff, I'm sure there's some people that'll meet up with you in the comment section that I talk about this type of stuff with every day. And you know, it's been verified, not only by them, but digitally verified that these are not fakes. They're not malicious, so if I pass it to you, you don't have to worry about viruses. Everything about these is clean. I don't even know if you can find these on the internet anymore. This stuff is so old. But anyway, so welcome to the channel. If anybody wants to sub, you know, the 3 people that are there, I already know on a level that, you know, I talk to those 3 every day, and you know, I would just like to get the message out as clean as possible, but it's whatever at this point. Welcome to Mr. Huxley's channel. Leave your thoughts on this in the comment section below. You guys take it easy.